TV so ampacho aha Kessben television DSTV yen channel no 634 and 364 and afi Go TV channel 121 na afi watimi enya ye live na baby a dog edin komodie no efri ho no na no pay ye shas ye esanse endra aban etimi alanche the drip project anti district roads improvement program ana abai alanche say ene yemfa machines ahodo enko over 261 district and municipalities as well as metropolitan assemblies across the country na yenhwe say akwan ahodo a enyem mo trouble de ye gravel kwan de ye mfutu kwan a nsuo to a na atecha abaso ni nyina no I mean assemblies ahodo ni nyina no ebetimi e the search machines no etwa so na afeyatimi aboa ama akobedi honsem so I very simple within those respective areas. Mame Maddox medu na mintie no. Mame nkaetie for say yaton safre the honorable Vondi member of parliament edema chifu atemokwa NDC obejoine ye surely na afeye de nkomodie no atwa so. Doc mame mra so na menhyase wo so simedu.
Speaker medase. Ohwe sa jumadie ya yatono yatoso drip project enuma ebema eye over 10,000 jobs over 10,000 jobs of protests, of drivers, of mechanics, of engineers, of supervisors. Over 10,000 jobs. Debia Ghana for esu jobs in Jumao, Debia Ghana for esu honsem. Over 10,000 jobs and as Jumadi Ebaso. Now social drip project na senior wokan you know in bi aban dia toto honom senior beboa ama enquine road infrastructure in various districts you know support and sustainability you know etumi akoso mekai 2019 17th of December na omampeni na nado danko ekufuado den hyehyɛ bi atoto ono ma ye friend referendum na nko peso di to me ema local authorities in any local districts no se ne be ya omo ankasa ebetumi ato aba ama obi a obedi omenim as MC and as a DC. The political parties boycotted it. For me, bruh, in this government, that was one of the sad moments. I mean, who say omampeni na nado danko ekufuado pese oye collective democracy, collective impuntu ni growth. I betumi agamaga etumi etumpon on the political parties in Asia on the 17th of December 2019. The NDC omumpe Ghana yenti omumpe se Ghana betumi etumpon edi tumi ashe local authorities for sa inti omo boycott. But alas, omampeni na nado danko ekufuado enusuade hu a oba ya ohwe ye na Ghana ye 10 regions o se me hwe ma Ghana ye 10 regions e ma constituencies be ne districts be into me nya aban sika ni be into me 2 points no me baba be chichemu e no de 6 e ka ho as se si a Ghana ye was 16 regions se ne be ya ukohwe local assemblies ne district assemblies any regional capitals ne etete ye no Oti region, northeast, Bono ne Sanyama etiti and Savannah ne etiti and Niano, Western North ne etiti and Nyano, Utumuso impunto be brabahonum. It's as today, almost omu here a share of the national cake. Into Mampeni na do danko kufado, and you should do de a yadia a yes from Copa. Nearby can say drip we are abe Matese who's a Ghana for Adiatum, a project of the government of Ghana, and then fully funded by the District Assembly Common Fund. Madam Nautoshi Edano, and then also partners are to me assembling of the vehicles now in the future. Bano, all these 2,240 assemble abadidano. The next projects to be assembled in Ghana. It's as Mampeni and Nado Danko Akufo-Addo Amaye who say Ghana for in the educational system, no engineering and robotics, no and here in TCC, we have assembling plants in Ghana. It's not a thing of the past. Ghana in your space. Obin to mimba emba assemble plants wahanum your Toyota, your VW, your Nema Bibrewanum Hyundai, your Kia, all of them are assembling plants in this country. Ghana. Now expected benefits being a war Sanyama. We wouldn't say every now and then yama local contracts to contractors. Yeah. Say omonko the district anyway now omonko in Juma. Bra, it's almost going to be a thing of the past. Because if you want who's a contractor be abandoned ship. Now it's going to be the full responsibility of the locality. It's going to be the full responsibility of the district. It's going to be the full responsibility of the municipality. In the constituency, say Tafu Road, Enya, Sesiano, Yede, these 4 to 7. Every single constituency and municipality and district will have 4 to 7 of these equipments locally stationed there. Water tanker, bulldozer, wheelbarrows, wheel loaders, rollers, backloaders, low beds, graders, concrete mixer, tipper trucks. All of these, 4 to 7 of them will be stationed there. Now, bro, you can imagine the level of excitement that has come in there.
To a far extent, I mean, the presumptions, and it's yes, I buy a take such initiative to ensure your roads ebe more trouble. I mean, the local people are mujai say Jumawe Asha Womansano. They don't have the requisite skill and the knowledge. I mean, omonye civil engineers, urban road architecture and its designs they are not there yet. And how are we going to leave the level of road construction in the hands of the local people? Urban say womanfasa equipment in Ankosia Kwansu Kotra Kwansua. Who is the engineer? I will be him to facilitate all these things.
Bra, Mr. Speaker, me kind of ye the nipa 100 yeah or 3 mu. Oha ye the nipa oha in badges ako China for training from Ghana
to become road engineers.
No, to become operators
of the equipment.
Okay, operators, drivers of the equipment. But me can't say there's a subcommittee in Ayate in the various districts, is made up of road engineers and they're already existing. The subcommittee Ayate is made up of the MP, is made up of the MDCE, is made up of the 48 engineers representatives. Almoye Bridges near Quine is made up of the heads of works department, is made up of the heads of urban roads, is made up of the regional director of urban roads, and is made up of the regional manager for feeder roads. In Niamey also at the national level, in terms of the Ministry of Roads and Highway, the local representatives in India are part of this subcommittee. Into Tumia edition local phono is that some of them have been taken on as operators, as drivers, and each machine biano and a vehicle biano they have 3 people. Into nipa bako. Inti nipa bako yari ana so ko live no tu kwanya. Second one wari no tu kwanya. Third one we have made access and availability for this into 21 staffs in each of the various districts and municipalities. Over 10,000 jobs that are going to be created. Inti I am of the view say this has come at the right time for Ghanaian people, not for anything but for Omwan Kasampu 20. That is why, bra, oko abrochi, baby, na momo wono, oko honom, na se uhusenkofo parkia, uhusenkofo parkia, utia. If you park at the wrong place, it's Abai is making sure. Say now this is going to reduce fuel shortage and fuel cost. It's also going to reduce food inflation.
How is this going to reduce fuel cost?
Oh, say bra ye kwanya. Equine work communities in near linking the year.
Yes.
Obi the name ba. Onka say, can say, onka workshop now or increasing yema. This is part of it. It's going to reduce it because there is now nipani di befi ABR so fibono ba, not the barrier ba, and also the tomatoes ba, and not the JNA ba. Yes.
Fuel cost in the
transportation cost come from and fuel cost I go for.
There be say fuel they will determine price in one cry.
Maybe not say even
it is determined in this capital.
Even this week I'm told say fuel is going to be reduced this week. Yes, between the first week of August I'm told, and then
within the window.
Yes, on the pages I've been told say between 1st and 7th the prices are going to reduce. It is this enamaka say bronya bantem. Bro, Ghana for Nimsi in December. Today, on the 31st of July and the 1st of August, Abaye Bronya, I'm at the local districts, the local assemblies. Now, there is also regular maintenance.
Regular maintenance.
Good.
More mandate no free feeder roads for no NSM1 because again, Nanka them say highway authorities and the feeder roads. Machines at the national level, omotime de yesa niema we bi mobile you know I mean you made us understand say more decentralizing at the core regional level and to say adwuma ni nyina no as I say I mean o core region more the regional directorate no ekura supervision no now more for machines more check the amount districts what becomes of the institutions are already no omo set up for some of this works are yama womu budget appropriation I say so womu share the SI nyuma bi nso eti say womu say no role be na womu ba be play with the budget allocation I dey more money ade nyina
bra major roads are okay say yeah highways for ne and feeder roads ne urban roads now will come asem no bra they don't have equipments to this magnitude. That's the first fact. Only need over 2,240 equipment
so why
to this magnitude.
Why didn't we equip them instead?
Now hold on.
Because they are the professionals.
Of course, that is why it's make us say, share committee na ya set na. We know it's an initiative combined of the government of Ghana, the Ministry of Local Government, and decentralization. Decentralization is key. Local government and decentralization. Opinion down no Honorable Martin AJ Kosa MP. Any Ministry of Roads and Highways, any committees, you know, into share subcommittees now you're setting up now. In fact, this has come at a good time to equip them. And like I said, they don't have machines to this magnitude. In terms of machines now, number one at one regional level, no.
Yeah.
People were fighting for it because because it's gone somewhere else to work. Which is why for us as a government, you see, you do 2 minutes in Tuba, Ebia, Ibuakwa North Municipality, Kokrutumi, and I say Oko Ibuakwa South, and I say Oko Ayawasu West Wogon, and I say Oko Savannah, and I say Oko Bono, and I say Oko New Drabbing, and I say Oko Mensha, Baby Abekobia, Yendi, Ninyama, Baby Abekobiano. These equipments are there to serve over 90,000 people in that district. And I think that is a step in the right direction.
Okay.
Because some regional capitals now they were sharing it with major districts. I mean, region be almost 14 districts, and 13 districts, and 30 districts. What I say, equitably. It be one of my districts where
sorry. But you don't so kakra mama cancer doc. I was now I say 8 minutes after 8. This is Kessben. Mamin kind of messages in Libya with the Abba na yentwaso any and komo. Mene Dr. Pargrave watching down government spokesperson on governance and security. Doc Afra Anna Afe the honorable member of parliament for Trifuate Mokwa ye channel honorable Vondi ye gusua air trail and Oba Yabemadi the opportunity to also speak to the issues. Mamin kind messages be what they Abba. This one says that good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please tell the man sitting in your studio that the independence we gained was to show what we could do with value. He has no value in himself. How do you say that? I mean, you can go straight to your point without attacking personalities. Well, I won't continue on with that. We say, good morning, Speaker. If the government is creating that jobs, try to pay them so that the kind of noise we are tired of hearing in the system will be dealt with. My name is Charles NAPCO Trainees Association. And what the way had the ABBA. Also, government is owing them over 9 months arrears for the NAPCO trainees up to now. Doc, Muntimi Entia and Timoshana Muntio Musika Emaomo. We say, good morning, Speaker. Is the NPP going to reduce the price of commodities like cement, iron rods, and the rest? The rate on loans are equally expensive. Nothing can save the NPP government from going to opposition. Thank you for a message. Mr. Speaker, good morning. Please ask the NPP man, when are they paying the NAPCO trainees? We are suffering. Thank you for a message. NAPCO trainees, as a much done or paying a mopese dog respond very well, very responded solely. Good morning, Speaker. I'm George Ohineba Jembibi from Nungwa Estate. NPP has done a good job for our nation. Let us give them more years to continue on with the good job they are doing. God bless you and your team. God bless you too for a message I would pay. We say I'm Otre from Achim Etreso, if I got the name right. Achim Etreso. This NPP people, what are they talking about? Is it the first time a central government is distributing equipment to district assemblies? It has happened in times past, so they should stop disturbing our ears. Thank you for a message. We say, good morning, Speaker. Tell the NPP man that we, the ordinary Ghanaians, would die and leave the country for them. NPP is full of their lies, and nothing else will save them. Fidelis, what the way at the Abba? Fidelis, thank you for a message. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Frank from Ochirikrum, Kumasi. Mr. Speaker, I don't know why the NPP communicators still have the mouth to talk about things in Ghana. Indeed, they have disappointed us. Thank you for a message. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. The NPP government should give us a break for now, based on what they were saying in Kumasi yesterday means that they are coming to kill us. And looking at the posture of their running mate, he is really arrogant and disrespectful. Ghanaians will definitely be careful about the selection of their leadership going into the next 4 years. Thank you for a message. Speaker, good morning. The NDC had the audacity to talk against the massive things that are happening in our country. Let them understand that a lot of things are happening under their watch whilst they were equally in government. That is what you mean. Thank you for a message. Doc, for Anusi Mame na memra again honorable.
For me, concluding on this drip project, like I said, Bronya Bantem, the Christmas, as we know from December, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo a movie sa Christmas to the 31st of July and the 1st of August. These twin dates, a year 1 month ending at the beginning of another month. Into Christmas has come early for the local assemblies, for the local districts, and for the local people. Because governors be any honoma, wopesa won't drink the local people. Into a buying be or bebe bia or person or drink the local people. The local people must ensure say Sabino continues to stay in power to be able to continue to serve them well and serve them better.
Very well. But as a doc, my honorable member of parliament for Chief Watimokwa, Honorable Von D. Achi Namemana Kwab. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Menria.
What your poem to say?
You ready? Oh,
how you feel?
You
look good and very young.
Thank you.
If Watimokwa to say, okay.
Chief Watimokwa, dear. Everybody who are mobile, na some baby, Nanina, Nam Chief Watimokwa, but Radiantum. So,
are you winning the seat again?
Of course, I mean, there's no two ways about that.
Oh,
there's no two ways about that. I win.
See.
Yes, you know.
Praso
capital. You see, when you serve the people properly,
okay,
the people will continue to reward you. And you know, Namiatum. Knowing who they are, they always will reward loyalty and hard work. In Tinyameya Domadia, Mabamrasha Bedrumbium, I nearly say Yabelusi election, not at all. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will win, Honorable David Von D will win. Now, within 3.5 years, now we collect more than 3,000. Okay. I mean, you know, it has never happened in the history of Ghana. Vice President after 8 years, after Nwasisi hostel, I was the in Kolako Juma. That's a within 3 years, we did more than 3,000. Juma. I don't think anybody want to leave this good news out and go and take this, you know. I see.
Very well. My member should have been here on the drip project. Parliament.
Sure, I mean, sure, when I give it's here. Trifotimo Kwame Chema Kimade. And this impending for you. I mean, share your police commander. Or boy, Juma Papa. 1 year, fracadam, for Crawford. We and Crawford, KGG, or Musica Basano. Namiadum commander ye Juma and we are called to call so Emma Menoka say peri yo a ye Juma until I mean chia commander Nina Pamfo crime. I mention Munina na Mena will be a say osi ade yo nana kwesi kene mbodi and pepe mo amichia no pay. You know, ya danyamia se sa project abaso.
But your microphone the brow nim kakrama.
See you.
Yes, okay.
Ya danyamia se project abaso.
Okay.
But you see, in as much as the viability of it, we can talk about it later. Let's deal with the project as it is now.
Okay.
NDC yawa be mni ayebida. Okaya ye kototo grader. Emma district assemblies na aban ba so. In fact, let me speak for you for etimokwa.
Okay.
Omoton ye grader no. Omentumi I maintain omoton ye. Enti enye de edi kan ya aban etoto sa nneoma we at the command district assembly.
But I know there are other equipment and
exactly.
Okay.
That is point number 1. Point number 2. As someone here can kura no machines in one toy. Or this is a project common fund. Yeah, as I say commence the men's name. Yeah, as I say a can mrashe bedwafonsa. And the yeni ayatrase. Agweki formless no. Because you see, when you read 1992 Constitution, I think 252, common fund no, ahwasem ewo ho. 1993, I think 455, ninyana ewo ho behu. Say it is the members of parliament.
Okay.
And you work the formula of common fund, its distribution and all that. Intino, it is the common fund authority. And Ranatoshi Kasanote say this was handled so handedly. A friend is saying, or no, and as common fund administrator, and in Rasha Bidrafo, and ye tenase, and ye hear say adewe, embra, and a common fund, ama adewe, aba, a commence the men's name. Nasa we are in Saria. Yeni a yesika na wotete kakra nkakra areas ni ade kakra nkra nyame adom de akototo ade we ya aban we the management of the equipment and the district. You should include the members of parliament to ensure say the things are managed properly to the benefit of Ghanaian.
But we are told some
committee dear or no person and say on person mu shadow ye no mu de ma na the fear of it and say ya nhwe yi a ankrofo di machine kokwa say omu parliamentary candidate for na toy na omu fanko hwehwe atwakwan na meanwhile no they have no idea how these things came about.
But some committee
no kan wo tie endra nkomo course so nyina nyame adom na do danko akufo ado beye campaign ma jo mahama nyina no one tisi ye kazi ye ko bo bosia baabi na di to yo anasa aban ko face ka baabi na di to yo. This is common fund administrated by the members of parliament and in common fund administrator and idea we banti inka it should be members of parliament that they should be commending. Say yani atutonyo amawe aba. Unfortunately, no. Obiani namna abaywe. This is not the first time. But you see, let me not go there. Or if you like, let me go there small. Is this the best thing that we could use this equipment for? Do you think, say, empowering local contractors and rather acquiring equipment for agricultural purposes and agricultural development would have rather bring us a lot of gain? Machine ya yede ko district way ya akufo ado peso yi MPs cry ya no free hui wan hwe yi a ebekọ akoda ho na wan hwe yi a akoye politics. But I am not saying it is not a good thing. It is a good thing. And that is why it is important to both MPs and district chief executives must have the equal right to manage the equipment. Point number 2, it is important for us to know say yen sika na de kotoye. How much did it cost? Have we finished paying?
Yes, but say mo involved with the processes. Now money na to see the incomo members of parliament mo jitumu and as initiative we aba. I mean by now, fairly as I said members of parliament muntiminya the cost assessment of this particular initiative.
So which year na doni nkrofo kwam no mu chia good afternoon. Na one dine with him I have baby we ano now just so o my of rakadam.
I see.
And we want to know, like this said, we want to know. They must come back to Parliament, just as they came to Parliament to take our permission to get this job done. They must come back to Parliament to render an account, to let us know how much is it that the whole thing is costing Ghanaian people.
Okay.
Because I am Sika. How is the common fund worked? Common fund, a creation of NDC, and you create a common fund that at the end of the day, the revenue that we get in Ghana, after taking some 1 or 2 essential, thing out of it, 5 to 8% must go to the district assembly for district, development. So it is a creation of the NDC, and that same powers, Emma MPs, the power to administrate, to work out the formula, how the distribution and so forth and so on should go. So we decide and we all commend you. The fact is that you must be running an account. We shouldn't even be asking for it. It must be an automatic. So but unfortunately when you and because the equipments are so much,
Yes.
And so let's know. Value for money, and this is another conduit, a way of siphoning the Ghanaian, taking money away from Ghana. So we are demanding accountability.
Yes, but
and it is on our rights.
My question is, before I will be seeking for more permission, to roll out this particular initiative, and commodity be in the course. So assemble no more catch more at the convince more. And mamu jitu mo say a buying for such initiative. Emra, you see the contract processes. Kwanya year first machines nabano. How did it go and how was the conversation like?
You see, the conversation that we had was to have these particular equipments acquired for 8 purposes in Parliament. It is up to the technocrats to work out the modalities, the processes, and the way of getting the equipment and all that. So we can only make the projections and the budget. But after the thing is acquired, the actuals must be brought back to us so that we know whether or not we are on course. We know whether or not whatever we've approved, whatever it is that we've done, that the government is actually going according to it. But when in Mabanwe, they never live on their own promises and so forth and so on. In this Mabanwe, catch ourselves here, sure. We have for my babu.
I see.
Let us not leave it. And you're funny at all. We thank God that we have these equipments, and we hope say you bit me you so now boa a man's what Ghana hanging. But you see, let it not be said anywhere. Say Akufo Addo na akopes bosi na atonu ama we yaba. No.
Very well.
It is common fund. And who are the common fund owners and administrators? And therefore, so who ye BBC na the GD bronya ban terminal bronya ba baby equipment exactly.
Very well.
Exactly. So if anything, we should be wearing white and be celebrating.
Very well.
Not you.
Oh, me that's it. Mami fast that be my Eclipse collateral management for na anope woman so abwaye. Eclipse collateral management company. There woman ye nyina no and they say oye japade ra na wo japade no ho enkrata mpacho wo de ba woman de be ye adwuma e de amount na afi woman to commission e wo ho. And which say uye obi a wo into business upe loan e de free bank bi na woni collateral ai beboa ma wonsa aka loan na anope say woni Eclipse collateral management for edin ma womo boaw e ma loan ni bi na afietimi ama wonsa ɛma collateral na ɛtimi aboa ma wonsa aka wo loan a wonso wo hwehwɛ no enti anope woni omo ni nkomo ɛwɔ Adenta new site Abakan street ɛwɔ nkran ha ana afrɛ womo sɛ woni nkran afrɛ womo na woni omo eni nkomo asɛmbisa bi a wo bia no womo bɛgye so ɛyiwa no kama pa 0266999020 0266999020 ana afrɛ 0302551877 0302551877 na woni womo eni enkomo anope na womo ebegye wosopa Emascon Estate Ghana Limited for eton sase na ensase no ne dodo na no ewo Chopoli ewo nkran ha 10 minutes drive from Central University and 5 minutes drive from Seglemi Affordable Housing Project womo promotion na womo kwa kosi the 9th of August bosumi ya ye romu ya bacho womo se adwuma bia wo ye bia asika ba onsem bia no wone wonam for nom mon form group mon keka mo homom na momra na afi wo mon twa sase mamo na mo ankasa nso mon develop mo community enti mo amoye asrafo mo amoye police for mo amoye prison service workers mo amoye fire service workers customs immigration mo nyina no mo keka mo homom ba mpacho wo betwa sase kese pa e de amamo na mo develop mo community nurses and doctors bankers journalists mo amoye traders jom former mo to ade wo jom mo amopam niema mo keka mo bomba bacho Emascon for ebeye ne sa e de amamo 70 by 100 one plot eno 18,000 Ghana cedis na womo ma wakwenya esan promotion no se obetua 3,000 cedis atwase na afi 15,000 no womo ma 1 year na bosomi bia no watutua ne nkakra anopai se wopese woni womo edi nkomo ampacho Cospinters Road ne so community 18 junction womo ne Allied filling station no edi enhwenimo na woni womo eni nkomo anopai from womo on 0553 840646 0553 840646 and after 0553 838730 na woni Emascon so eni enkomo anope na womo ebeje so ahwe aboa oye pa Emas Global Link Limited for adaroma pacho akwantu ho hyehye nyina no womo ana eye anope uye obi a wani gye ho se obekọ amanane akotena ho akosua dia esese woni Emas for edi nkomo pa isanse schools no baby esese wo ye application ni kobia no womo beye ede amount na etimi aboa ma wonsa aka admission no afi wo pese womo secure scholarship mawa womo beye ho adwuma ede amount eno achi wo pe working permit and as a resident permit a ebeboa mo atena amanane ekro bia wo pese wo koso bia na wotimi ye adwuma dia anope oni Emas edi nkoma womo ebeje so na afi womo aye ni nyina no ede amount bacho wo Kumasi a woni womo eni mo esanse mo flight reservation any hotel bookings ni nyina no wo mo beye e dia mamu country bia wo kɔ bia no you just have to speak to them na wo mbeboa e wo sa kwan ne so Kumasi womo wasafo womo ne senate office no ana edi enhwene mo e wasafo labor enkran ha womo e wo White Cross Junction womo ne West Africa Deco Towers ana edi enhwene mo e wo Weja Kaswa main road no eso from womo on 0504 203401 0504 203401 and after 0535 502499 0535 502499 na woni Emas Global Link Limited for any enkomo anope 29 after 8 na Bayport say anope fixed deposit investment no mpacho ene oni womo edi ensa woso a womo beboa pa womo betena say anyone negotiate wo interest a ebeba osika ne so no na afi etimi aboa they are promising you a very exciting a year interest a obetebe enya na womo se odi osika eba beto eye Bayport savings and loans a haircut there ebi emma wabra bomoda enti anope woni eye Bayport for any enkomo bora omo branches ni nyina mo across the country say wo nkran ha obekọ kokomlemle ATTC school no enchen ho ape eho ana obehu eye Bayport savings and loans na anope say ukita 5,000 Ghana cedis and above fabeto ho bosomi miensa bosomi nsia anase afe baako na enye adwuma amount interest dodo na anope for Bayport on 0245 1532 83 0245 153283 and after 0263 007 922 0263 007 922 na woni Bayport savings and loans any enkomo anope womo ebeboa pa exactly half after 8 mami emra doc so na the Court of Appeal judgment are now ruling on the ambulance situation, and then the ambulance case are now ongoing at the trial court, which is the High Court, Court of Appeal, on the application of a submission of no case by the accused person, the first accused and then the third accused, and bra ninyina no ehun komodie efrase se eba ba me ma doc simedu na mentie no doc.
Yeah, Waminka asem kakra emfi near Honorable Vondi eka no. You know the Honorable Vondi eka say omo ye bida.
Yes, omo chiche machines.
And no the NDC for na ye meboa. And no the enye say NDC ni MPP for na ye. Beru de NDC for na ye. Benye NDC ni MPP for na ye. Iti meja wo hono mama. Meja wo hono mama ono ni iti for na ahwefo.
Okay.
Media, I have always had faith in the judiciary.
Kessben 92
NDC for almost say Nanado Dankwe Kufuado or Mampeni at the MPP for Akwakoshe the judiciary until they don't have trust in the judiciary. May I sure say this is a clear example. Say o Mampeni Nanado Dankwe Kufuado and for MPP ni biankoshe onum. No the Ghana for and Akoshe onum. I believe in the judiciary. Now I'm glad. Say law is a very dynamic, interesting environment.
Yeah.
I had to say amoeba. Time I me biology or senior high school at the Sadao College. Paramecium and amoeba. Misuan wasem. Na amoeba no, it takes the shape of an environment it finds itself. It is shapeless. It's law no, it taking the shape of the case. And I will rule on it. For me, I'm okay with the judgment.
I see.
Hi. Godfrey,
you are very okay with the judgment.
Now say that you see, I believe in the Supreme Court. I believe in the court system.
Okay.
Inti imra ho kwan say obi person okoye appeal. But for me, I'm okay with the judgment.
Okay.
Inti we should move on.
There shouldn't be a need for appeal.
No, that means it's not in my remit to state.
Okay. But they just saw appeal. I mean, in a statement, I will release it.
Me who saw appeal.
Yes.
But me, the judgment say almost the case number. I'm a high court for my home in Mwaye. Meboa. High court, I'm a home Mwaye. Everybody has a chance to appeal. I just saw visa. UK for bounce pa, US also bounce pa. Now what we madam will be frame or say why you sad. Me say it why you sad. Or say nanko person try no kakra e US.
Or more
bounce no. And no crime to no kubonity. So it's almost bounce wa. Almost throw crata iti no wakajo. At the end wakajo say you have a right to appeal. You can appeal. But it is the interpretation of the law. It's a honum there. Me de meja ho kwan say I am okay with the judgment. Now me mind this if who say the judiciary is not filled with any MPP person. This is a clear example. The law has no political color. In Jomuhu say where justice is needed, justice will be served.
But they tell you, sir, I mean, there have been instances, unanimous decisions, no, also. Even in this one, I mean, presumably, one more winning, no cry, no, there was a dissenting view, and that is the beauty of the law.
Of course.
The three-panel etna issue, no,
so 2-1.
Yes, but who a dissenting, so it cannot be said, how do you respond to that?
Oh, no, for me, you see, Judge Biani how interpret case no. And their case references. Inti bi wonu my case references ni bi wonu na e may be no mo hwe no mo ka say based on this case no. ABC ebia not in this jurisprudence but ebia another place. ABC in fact ho a yede tutu ho no nie na readings no of these judgments ni nie inti ye hwe ni say ye de akọ ni say. For me I'm okay. Like I said,
okay.
We wish the judiciary the best and continue to ask them say in Jumapa Ghana for their Shomonsano, Omombomodena, Omonkosunye.
Okay. Very well. Honorable Maminchio, on the judgment of your minority leader, your leader, I mean, is in that situation.
Enrano, and you my barman say, yeah, babum yakanedo, bia o befa biara, and qua asotne no. Oh, yeah, franga. Se o kuno ye din denara, o berhe ye yenara. Yeba boom yaka nedo biao befa biara oh yeba boom yaka nedo
judgment the honyum kwano no
ewrade ne yada se the otamfo achichire nyina no
Kessben
amma otamfo ne hihye na anya adwuma na ewrade Yesu Kristo hu nipa mobo so much children the dan the 2 years okura no a ewrade be ye free so
I see
o kai se bra me komra she be dwom pepe ne de asam to me so some my frakadam my yes say ye call court no inform bo mo kodi nyina wi na ewra court ne ka che say ya abranche fefefo ya mo ye ne se mo akasa mo hia si mo say abranche sori ko why na wonni fo na ewrade twitwa ji me enne ewrade a twitwa ji me nua bemma Dr. Kessben Atuforsen. Wanya boni bi. And what the court general was here be good anymase. And they ready dang about on so. Mino ka say, one man ka say bimu ya remind we bimu. Ah, o court for tiwo kwa obenye bi ehunu. Ya remind bimu. E ready ne dana say we ye free di outafo no ahihensem. Look, what are we talking about? The year can say asemu abanisi yakoto ambulance nesika yek edio to de bia ya na esese nipa bre ho asenti sika yeka ho asem no aya 2.4 million euro 2.4 million euro you know yese ya bo maneka ani yedina akogina asem dibia Godfred Yabua Dame. Ya ono no na ye Attorney General and Minister for Justice. And I have always made a case say let us decouple the Attorney General position from Minister of Justice position. And it is not good politically. You know, na kwedwa odi ababrantie you know. When nyanye na so bia ntia odi no kogina sa mbra nanim. Afei na nipa na wo accuse no so ono no ka ho no mudi Ghana sika ma Ghana ball ka no afei na wa fe chire frakadam an wako frene ne kasa se on ma o pointer won fa mbra mba incriminate Atuforsen na won fa ntum politically trying to just imprison this gentleman for nothing into utie tekpa tape na Jakpa tape no Attorney General and Minister of Justice went to a extent of asking Jakpa to go for excuse duty that is even against the law. Who is supposed to be ensuring justice in this country? And who is supposed to be superintending over justice in this country? The Attorney General and Minister of Justice. And then I don't know how to call him. Say, Nipanua, look, do you know that it is just a common? You see, that's some of the. I'm not a lawyer, but some of the things are just as easy and as common as anything everybody should know. Say, look, when you are accused, so why be near anymore? The prosecutor who is in this case Attorney General, you have no right to call the accused without his lawyer. To discuss the matter. Unfortunately, as if say papa wonim saadie. Look at the tape by ye. Eku Ghana nyina animasi because that is Ghana's Attorney General. Eku Ghana nyina animasi all over the world. Listen. Say Attorney General ekrobi so a quickly ko resign and konya Attorney General and you been put na mepam no. Right from the leaking of that tape Everybody see, I was surprised. Say, Godfred, I mean, you're a big boy. Oh, Nimumpo say I recorded no. I was shocked. Look, Obia quiet business kakra no about your politics, you know. Look, what fro obi wo phone so? Woni ni kan nsɛm akɛse we. We mmaranim ni wonim sɛ nsɛm amoka no etia mmara. And this is a man who is actually in also been accused. Now wonim say he will record you. Really? Me? Allah. Why would you not know say or record you? We are say I hope you are not recording, or I hope no other person is listening to what we are saying. If you know say who mrajina so say abrante waye bone into de no kogina mranim na de na kotumu a. Number 1, must you go and call the accused person to get evidence from him to prosecute your case? Inti from day 1, Godfred na nim say asem odi akoko to no ina so bi anim. There is nothing bibi anymore. But you see, it was just a political prosecution.
I see.
Number 2. Otie.
Me too.
Asem no question no. Big C, our manufacturer of the equipment, made a gesture through his representative, our Ghana high friend, Jakpa. That say Big C on case no had then or to me Becca says he can obey Triana. Our representative for Ghana, and as a representative, no, ya accuse you or non so. So or non so, or see a name or Ghana no. Yes, you or non so kauni a Ghana aboka. Sa dia sikani ahi or si 2.4 million euro. Okay, machines no, cars no ambulance was a go airport, a go port. Kra moon clear all this while. So who is causing financial loss to the state? No problem. Pam no. Look, yenyan toa, yenyen tria. Muni musika. Uti aze. Ni fire machine unko. Godfred dame. Say ya dwene papa. Na wo Ghana ho. Eni nti na wodi asem ya kwa jinamra court. Si yemfa brante intumu a. Sa dwene papa na wo a. The premier fashion we person we establishing say Ghana aboka. Enye no ntra.
Exactly.
Inti se Ghana aboka. Na se kana wo si Ghana abono. Onipa no modi asem no se jiwusika usisika ne menye na emom media brante ne bekwa akotum sesi amene wo kase yi Godfred Dame wa bogana ka papa sesi e chinutum wonim de ntia
me too. Kessben of Ghana.
He got the opportunity to get the money back for Ghana. He did not. He declined. He chose the path of prosecuting and getting detriment for getting somebody punished as a detriment. Sesi anu wa lusu enonso. Into opportunity mienu no. So we di atu force mbekwa akotum no wa lie mbaso. Anye adwuma. Enna opportunity awunya yesenka wo beji sika na maga na nso. Wanye sika no. Inti sese no ho na aboga na ka. Afa muntie. Sa wo wi ofonsa no held you. Na muntie. Ambulance asema ye kan no. Aya 2.4 million euro. Wodi ba dollar mo a. Akoso na ye $3 million. $3 million, you know. You know? Many wo ka say no. Ye wo case allegation ya di $35 million. Edi ama obi si won kwoto ambulance spare parts. And na wuchi chemu a kire se ambulance ba ku bia no auto spare part $140,000. Na ambulance na nkasa kura bo te san. Na dondo no kura no bo ye se na ba ye di bo dondo no. Eno no wo ho mo prosecute obi for 2.4 million euro for buying ambulance. Yeah, nipa no amotofri ni on se beji wusika. Eno no wansam ni ekan yo. Ebubobo.
Arabunasi for mama me.
Ana mono mo akotam $35 million. Edi amasi yankoto ambulance who spare part. Everything yankopo spare part ye didi na ye. Listen, omanya ye womi. You see, I believe in our court system. It is my prayer, my belief will continue to work. It is my prayer. Adanotie friend Pape MPP ni friend oh. Or see or catch MPP for say oh Mr. President.
Me dear. Kwaku kwati asem now.
There be nya kwaku kwati. Dia otu charge for no for say ya omo ma omo to 0 Kandapa say
National Security Minister.
Or say ya judge for inti say ya kasa MPP for the good judge ho anya ye ne ka mo akasa mo ne ye. Or say oh minuanom ye ba court wa ya no ama 7070. He sa no ankrofo be hu ye chidodo. Inti ya monya na e bia 52 na ased ye mo ye bi kakra ma wo mo nso na mo ye ne 7070 sa no
minister ankasa
na o ka say di o ka na kana mintie na bo
the minister said the belief in the court system
they believe
exactly
dwindled
but
and it is dwindling because the judgment is tilted towards them too much and that they should try and balance it a little. Is the judgment being balanced on that score, or it should be balanced based on the evidence? And so, if he's able to suggest that they should balance it a little in order to for the perception about biasness to go, but not on the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter, it tells you what it is that we are experiencing.
Very well.
Nyamini Adana say, me ankasa mi bra penny, Dr. Tuforsen. We free prom yaman free prom akamo ezi amwana muguno.
Honorable Monday, thank you. Chief Watimoko Amrashe Bejani and on the ticket of the NDC. Look, we are wrapping up on this. Na ya den komodieni na no SC na ya sorry so. Maminti on your wrap up na afeye fancy.
Oh, me wrap up there. Senior me huno omampeni na nado danko ekufuado. Ama bro nya bagana. Drip here.
Honorable say no Jaika.
Oh, me to me Jaika. Or no say honorable say or no omumreso NDC for AAB. Or no mreso. The government of today on the 1st of August 2024 is the government of the New Patriotic Party.
I see.
The government of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The government of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo together with Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. This is the government of today. Inti Bronya Abantem on the 31st of July, Mampeni Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Ebo Modern Commission 2,240 equipment. 260 districts, municipalities, constituencies, Ebenya. And in this system, I have seen the subcommittees. Every single MP is a part of it. Now, Brasha Bejemuno, 275, you know.
Yeah.
And MPP for
Damn.
every single MP is part of it.
Thank you for saying it.
MC, road engineers, regional heads of urban roads and feeder roads, for me part of the subcommittee. Bronya Bantem.
Very well.
It's Yebedo Mampeni Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ase. Na ya kachire Ghana for say, se mo pa baya etumi ye hyehyeye, etumi bua Ghana magana tumi tumpon a eye MPP aban. Inti nyema we eba mo honom no mo nso mo nkai. Se ade wo fi eye MPP for na etumi bua voter for, etumi bua northern for, etumi bua eastern for, etumi bua savannah for, etumi bua greater Accra for. It is the New Patriotic Party.
Very well.
Any Ashanti region.
May I say, thank you, Doc. Dr. Pagre Boache Dankwa, government spokesperson on governance and security. Honorable,
yes,
about 1 to 2 minutes.
May I say,
sorry.
Mame, enda wase bebre. Na me nuanum NDC for ni MPP for nyina ye wo mra hye bedwo ye frɛ MP sase. Na me da ya anka se ye nua na atochi ase. Se ade odi ba parliament no ye approve ye. Se won fa ye common fa enkoto no. Ya kwa akoto ama na aba Ghana na ebeye edwuma ama ye ho ato na afei number 2. Meka asemi wo baabi na meka bi o. Mahamudu Bawumia Sese no Ghana ayeding. What the dollar na kodu bebia ense so odi kodru. Oni nam no osa azonto nasa no so enyum ne ebo no entoso. Enti mesra no ahobarase ne anidiem. Wope debate. I have offered to debate Mahamudu Bawumia.
Honorable Vondi.
I have offered to debate Mahamudu
on which sectors of the economy?
All the sectors, digitization, economics, infrastructure, in fact, I have decided to let him choose the topics.
I see.
And I have decided to let him choose the referee and the moderator of the debate.
I see.
So, Mahamudu Bawumia, it should be said that I want you for a debate. And he must unveil himself. If he's a man, he must unveil himself. Because I want him for a debate.
All right, Honorable, I'm grateful. I don't pay. Gentlemen, I'm grateful for your time. Dr. Pagre Dampa is government spokesperson on governance and security. And I feel the Honorable Member of Parliament for the good people of Chifuatimokwa and speaking to us. I mean, try me home run. I'm a big surprise at them. Stay with me. Pay once again. Checking your time, it's only 53 after 8. This is Kessben 92.9. We are live on Kessben television around the world. And Adope, thank you so much. Now, my main fast, Danny B, and Bella Prestige Limited for Anope, a banner a year humanitarian services padia. But your number one Bella Prestige Limited for say Anopemini ending combo essence a ban of caregiving a juma there. But you open him the four a bit me abuao amount caregiving solutions a bit me abuao ye na abuao dada muasetunadia. A Bella Prestige Limited for Anna Ebeya said Jumani in Ano Ediamo. And they open a year home services. Now open personnel are one mobile to me abuao our system. But a new man who do a wheel of him, Pacho will be a woman or papa. Pacho wakon in penny fees. So they will be a machine with you at the amount who are quite Juma Badia. Open nurse of where Bebua. Now, after one more has on the woman road the Biadia and open when the Bella Prestige for Ninko. One more personnel, one more say you money in idea. If you open nanny, no, everything if you ask your Mofrana from Mofrana free school, and the one more Abefia, if you do one more come ama entertaining in I papa at the amount, and pay you'll be a winning break. Now, open say, obey here a pair of hands and be assist you. In taking care of your child, and pay when it Bella Prestige Limited in income, not one more ebebo. What will pay will be manaboa and will feel what you might watch out, say obey your helper in your house. Your friend of house help, no, and pay will pay be when it Bella Prestige for any income, not one more ebejo. If you open your being one with Yanni and the amount for cook services, and pay Bella Prestige and mount that opportunity, say one more found a very good professionals. A bit me, I and papa, and the amount you are bushing in and pay services and one more providing a dozen year pa. Now, so would see me. Now, we are nurse, professional person, but you would be a home care, you may, and come to Kwame Appiah Kubi, and pay Bella Prestige Limited for a year recruitment. And till the Bayani said, when you want more ebedding or more, one more ebejo. So, I feel more to Kwame hotel reservation and that's one more extra tickets no edema munyina I don't pay money Bella Prestige for Edim Koma one more Ebejim Mosu Yepa say oh Accra and then in Pacho Bella Prestige for one more office no ewo again Labadi Polyclinic bar stop one my Mawako restaurant you know Eddie and Shed afi mo amu Kumasi Bella Prestige for office no ewo Bantima Market one money Rivoli Cinema no ana Eddie Shed mo ewo Bantima Jom Kumasi I don't pay say oh Kumasi obefe one more on 0530525791 0530525791 one cry out but for one more on 0202365461 030202365461 and also for 0538823863 0538823863 now when a Bella Prestige for ending Komo and pay now this is your election event. I have a big surprise for you. An independent candidate seeking to be the next president for the Republic of Ghana. Adope, a very great gentleman is seated in my studio. My name is Sam Ankra Achi na Memano Akwaba. Mefro Honorable and His Excellency.
Sam Ankra will do the job.
Sam Ankra will do the job, right? Good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
Welcome to Kessben Studios.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. Now, important to say.
Nyamina Dumbibia Boko.
Yeah, fine. That's right. Great to see you. Mahu posters, flyers around. They've been on social media. They've been so hard. Any idea? What is the aim of all those things? Are we?
Minia, say Bedi no crepa. We shared the last 32 years here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son is a quiet namson and your papa.
Okay.
Our systems have become dysfunctional. The world around us is moving on. And yet, our situation or our circumstances as a country keeps deteriorating.
Okay.
A dream ra ese Ghana ni bia wa dwempama kroyi. Etnase. Edwene ho se a quine benso and ye befa ni asesa a quine namsui. Because Einstein can be or say sebi ubia only an insane person and a big keep the same direction or keep going to the taking the same friend saying
the same thing, keep
doing the same thing and expecting a different results. Among New Year boy NDC for the MPP for you. The incessant form. Our politics have become more of a business cabal.
Okay.
Nipa kaka bit nasi the music boom year campaigning when here. As you say, ya winning war until let's share the spoils among themselves.
Okay.
The actual Ghanaian don't benefit from our politics. Naka politics there. And home fast when I say, you bet me a year near boy the marginalized people who are deprived to be able to be uplifted from their social standards. Unfortunately, Yembisa Yahoo say, Sadie happening ana sloganeering any insult while he see fighting among themselves and unkwana taking over our space.
Okay.
I stepped on this friends a race to tell Ghanaians say, let's be discerning. Let's start thinking through how we appoint leaders.
Okay.
Our country, our continent is poor not because say aid and I say slave trade and I say colonization is poor because we are making the wrong choices. It's a leadership crisis. And see, Mitiasi and I say Bahasi and Ope and I said you who posters and stickers and billboards and say a time has come for us to do something differently to get a different results.
Interesting. Quite an elaborative word. I don't pay what they admire. But I mean, for me, this is the first time I know a encounter. For many Ghanaians, woman name Sam Ankra. Now, woman name Wonipa Baino. I beg to, ask, say, who is Sam Ankra? And then, Obi Bisa such a questioner. What do you have to tell the average Ghanaian?
Minyamedasi, Sam Ankra Ghana ni mopa.
Okay.
Ye Mokumasi, Mema me free such a dumasi. Papa is free, be free, Kumasi, be free, Accra. Me co school, Pokuari school. Me started school for primary school.
Was.
Yes, me was. In fact, me started primary school. Matters of Uganda, preparatory school.
Kumasi.
Kumasi.
Interesting.
And I'm called Pokuari school from 1 to upper 6. Now I'm a school prefect. After school, A level, and I went to England to study. I did statistics and economics for the first degree. Now I progressed from there to work as a fund manager. And luckily, through that process, I met a very serious leader who mentored me, moved me into investment banking. We set up our own brokerage in London and in Geneva. Now, I became the director for emerging markets, which means when it comes to South America, Africa, Asia, the East, the Far East, all these emerging markets, between the year from 2009 to 2018, every single president or finance minister in these countries, I have sat down with them on the face-to-face, discussed policies, initiatives, programs, capital raising, things that would transform these economies. Now, what I realized is that all these other places, including Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, listen and they implement these programs. Unfortunately, the African continent hadn't been able to benefit from these things. I was part of the team that designed our first Eurobond.
I see.
And as I say, I when it comes to governance, when it comes to development economists, when it comes to writing policies or designing programs to uplift the social standards of living, I believe, sir, there's not many that can surpass the ability of Sam Ankara. I come very qualified. I come with a lot of knowledge, skills to be able to present and help us from where we are. We share a situation here. We require an economic recovery. We need a real economic messiah. Somebody with the exposure, practical experience, and hands-on to be able to get this done. Corporate Ghana Limited requires skill to move it forward. Enough is enough. What are people bringing on board? This is what I asked Ghanaians this morning.
Very well. But with this required knowledge, what you may achieve and then the level of achievement you could have used your knowledge acquisition, in supporting the development of our country in diverse ways.
Absolutely.
Why do you want to be president? Why
Absolutely.
The presidency?
Just answering the first question.
Yes.
I don't know say if you followed me, but I've been writing articles. I've been advising government on policy. I helped Hawa Kumsin in her ministry by designing the Middle Belt, the Coastal Belt, and the Southern Belt policy. That was a very powerful initiative which hasn't been implemented. It's just on paper.
Oh, the Southern Belt, the Middle Belt, the Coastal Belt.
It was a transformative structure that was going to turn our economy around if we had gone by exactly what the blueprint says. So I have advised, I have worked. Unfortunately, what I've realized is when you are not in the middle of affairs, when you are not making decisions, you can't do anything. Kasa politicians and I make us say because of the systems and structures we have which are dysfunctional, it has made existing systems or structures contaminated. Our country hasn't we are not building the nation. It's become deal making. Makoto me die na winning elections. What are the best deals, quick deals we can do to make our money back, enrich ourselves and our friends, and also find money for the next elections. So in real terms, the Ghanaian is not being looked after. And these are the major reasons why someone like me, with the comfort I'm living in, would put myself on the altar of sacrifice, put myself to scrutiny, go through this process to be able to help do something and save the destiny of a lost nation.
Very well. Quite an interesting one. Mission to become a president. Quite an interesting one. But what is that one single policy? Ghana ni na otiwa no pay no SSO hwe na watu aba amount. We know that under our fourth republic, over 32 years now, independent candidates with fine brains, having survived the test of time, especially going to an extent of winning an election. And see, what is the strategy? What is the core message for the average Ghanaian going into this year's election? Almost, 4 months down the line, Assessing a edit to a bad amount.
Minia, I am calling to develop an affordable economy.
Okay.
I am calling for second independence that would bring economic recovery to our people.
Okay, so you better find one after the other. Affordable economy, no, based on which policies, which areas of the economy, and our person will touch it on.
Excellent. I have 22 strategic projects aligned with policies that, if implemented, within the next 8 years, God giving us opportunity, we can create about 10,000 jobs and bring our standard of living as high as we can.
Okay.
Number one, agriculture has been the backbone of our economy since independence. As you and I are sitting here,
yes,
we are importing about 3 billion worth of food on a year-by-year basis. Ghana has 10 times the arable-sized land than New Zealand. And yet New Zealand produces 10 times more than we do. Why haven't we invested in agriculture? Why are we importing tomatoes, onions, animal intestines to eat? What went wrong? Are we not thinking? So what I'm saying is, what are the factors? Number one, we import about 600 billion worth of, fertilizer, which is a key component that would increase the production and yield.
Okay.
Why don't we have a fertilizer plant in Ghana? Enti ye import here fertilizer boy din amonone because friends inflation is cry dey be man say ye see the not depreciate. Enti immediately it affects the agriculture. Enti what Saman Cry is saying is within the first 90 days of my administration, if God grants us the opportunity, our administration, we will sign an agreement to put in Ghana a 600,000 metric tons a year fertilizer plant.
Okay.
Making sure that we
build a factory that produces fertilizers over 600,000 metric tons a year. I don't know a kind of supplement. Absolutely. And
Nobel bringing the price of cement by as low as 50% of the current price. I have all these figures done. This is proper, studied, bulletproof business ready to run, with partners sitting on standby, waiting for a savior to take over the nation and do. So in that sector,
fertilizers be free, and I will be sold because currently I'm asking so because currently the NDC is promising in times past they were giving fertilizers free of charge to our farmers. A buy way by or turn the mercury for no. Now what is your own policy? Will it be sold and now say a be free for all?
Unia, free internet taxes after a 3 months.
Okay.
We don't build an economy on taxes. We build an economy on sound economic programs and policies.
Okay.
We are saying the current cost at which we are importing our fertilizer, we would bring it down as low as 50%.
Yes.
If government would some way subsidize poor farmers based on some assessment, yes, we will do so. But what I'm saying is since you are importing 100 cedis per ton, me say nyame adumna se o my kwan ya factory ya be build you chroma say ni be ton 50 cedis per ton. Number two, again, I cannot phantom. A chroma say one of the main challenges that affected farmers a land tenure situation.
Okay.
And now as I see you obidia, we start to say oh yeah, juma no be the injunction abeto so. Na court I ruling na mo for. It doesn't attract investments. Chroma said we can play the game and still find ways around the way. But to a foreign investor who means well and has millions and many options, your country will not be attractive to the person. And until I mechanized farming, until I am saying, once and for all, we use blockchain, a digital system, to solve our land tenure issues. And also, over and above that, government guarantee investors who get into mechanized farming on the usage of land. 40 years lease the the next 40 years, young government, any legal issue will take care of it and make sure and peace of mind to do that. Once we do that, it creates an enabling environment. What is required is technology. So we go to the Western world, places like Israel, Ukraine, who have had very good technology in terms of agriculture. Bring them to partner our local farmers. If you have technology, sound economic policies, enabling environment, money will chase mechanized farming. The world needs food. Ghana should be the bread basket for, if not for the entire world, for Africa. This is the policy Samankra is bringing on agriculture.
So that is on the agriculture. Now let's come to the economy. We'll come back again
on policies. Okay, because there's a lot of policies I have.
Exactly, because I mean there are some of the policies I will bosswa. I mean there are a lot more questions, but because of time, And see, let's come to the economy. The reality is that I mean we are development economists. You've seen the structure of our economy, our finances, and what the books are telling us. Maybe I say, what's your strategy in salvaging the situation when it comes to the economy and the happenings are across so far?
Excellent. We will domesticate our economy. We will domesticate our economy.
To what extent?
We will domesticate our economy 3 times. Number 1. Again, we go to the you see Yakobo Bosia 3 billion
from IMF.
IMF. And I diabe to us saying a friend is saying, call austerity measures, hekati pensioners, creating a stifled economy. Meanwhile, just the value of lithium underground is about 170 billion worth of it. President Kufuor said, Ghana it is it was a very honest statement. But it takes a transformative leader, a leader with the right requisite skills and know-how to be able to exploit what we have to benefit our people. Samankra is saying, given the opportunity, every natural find from bauxite, gold, lithium, everything will be 100% wholly owned by Ghana.
How possible can that be?
Exactly. We have the asset company, which is the asset, and the operating company. Let me tell you what happened. Just after the Second World War, Norway was a very poor country.
Okay.
They were just a bunch of fishermen and farmers. In fact, the entire Europe was poor, but theirs was severe until they found oil. And when they found the oil, they told the British and the Americans, say, hey, oil no dey say ya seismic shooting. Yeah, everything. Geological report says it's there. But, what we require from you is train and develop our people. We'll take care of our resources. And then when we start producing and selling the product, we'll pay you for the services offered us. Years down the line, Norway is not just exporting the oil. Norway is exporting the technology. They are one of the world's richest countries. It took a transformative leader who saw beyond his nose from myopic benefits to a long-term benefit for the nation. Why did Ghana do the same? Didn't we see what had happened in Angola, Nigeria, Congo, and all the other places ahead of us?
Yes, but we are talking about capacity in terms of development.
I'm coming.
Now, maybe at the discovery point, Ghana did not have, first of all, the requisite skilled personnel. I explore your natural resources.
I'm coming there.
Crude oil. And you did not have the men to do that job.
I'm coming there.
Again, you did not have the financial muscle, the resource to do the exploration.
Yes, these are the questions you should ask me as an investment banker.
Exactly the questions.
So you have the asset which is valued. So you have the money. Once the discovery has been done, okay, let's assume that the first block could be given away on that basis. What about the other acreage? You have the value. It's there. What you require is a skills and technology. So I was talking about the Norwegian situation. So they went to America, they went to the British. We will not give these resources to you, but come train our people. We will pay you your money. We will pay you your services offered to us. So what I'm saying is, so you set up corporate Ghana, an operating company. From day one, you bring a consortium of experts from different sectors, from seismic shooting to production. Then you put them into one consortium. The funding will chase because they know, already there's an asset there to be paid. And for maybe 7 or 8 years or 5 years, whatever, they do the work, they exit, and real Ghanaians have been passed the knowledge and the skill to take over and control. We
are talking about a very capital intensive project.
Yes, listen.
What having the opportunity to read the exploration agreement between the Republic of Ghana and, let's say, ExxonMobil, or the Republic of Ghana and Tullow Oil.
Chief.
And how we are developing modalities in taking over those concessionaires.
As we sit here, I am the director for Africa for an oil company called Hemla based in Oslo, Norway. I am developing hydrocarbons as we speak across the continent.
Okay.
I'm not sitting here as a novice. I am sitting here with experience and skills to tell you, say, the country did not require $2 billion, $3 billion in account to process our our oil find. All we needed to do is hedge against the operating company, against the asset company, raise money. The investment banks would run after you with their money, knowing that there's skills there, knowing there's products there to be able to exploit the product and get their money out of production. It's as easy as ABC. But I said, and let me say it again, say, this require requisite skills and know-how, the ability to be selfless and think of the people to be able to execute these policies. NDC, MPP had the opportunity. I spoke to both governments, but they failed to do so. Do you know what they told me? Young man, you have an excellent plan. I said, okay, it will turn our economies around. Their own confessions. But your opposition, you sika freeway ho, you way freeway ho. You promise you move away. You freeway ho. You promise you away. Until before you realize, even in opposition, they are encumbering the country. This is what Ghanaians need to know, sir. Because of the style of politicking, they are borrowing against the nation and committing the resource of our nation. So when they get to the seats of affairs, they cannot make the right decisions. This is why Samankra is stepping on the line, telling Ghanaians, say, enough is enough. Let's think as people. We have the requisite skills and brains to run our country. This country has so much. Let's develop it and develop for ourselves. I cannot fathom. Not even water for them to drink. An old lady or a young man, do you know what? Asema okay, goosebump gumi home. But we've heard it before. For the last 32 years, Omusa pond fine ohono. And on wildlife, enum siom. And then a cattle, any a sheep, omina konum is the same water our kids fetch for us to cook at home.
Very well.
2024. How can we live like that with all this around us?
Very well.
Please.
So you have a lot under your sleeve. We'll do a part 2 of this interview, and then we'll have an extended version of that, because for me, I would want us to go into your policies. The younger generation are much interested in what you are telling them and what you will say to convince them. Mamene will wrap it up on this. Now, you're rescheduled for another time for a part 2 of this. But what will you say to the average Ghanaian to convince them to vote for you and not the NPP and the NDC? Just to wrap up, not your fancy.
Medianum, for the best part of the last 32 years, yenya to abawi ya complaints amoye ye nyina wo airwaves and this argument debate yes this you say you take it time important things you are discussing no. We go back to the same. You go back to square one. It tells you, say, these people haven't got what it takes to run this nation. So what Timikasa and Nano pay? Now say was sitting them and society. Was sitting them qua ne form. Now fu say mredu say Moses. Now ye unya be unyan to be Freddy. Me mao that hope no and Nano pay. I am bringing hope to you, say. There's a new style of governance. There's a new competent hands ready to turn things around for you. Vote for Sam Ankara and the Alpha movement, and our lives will never be the same.
Sam, thank you so much for having joined us in the studio. We'll do this again. I mean, we are in the election period. We'll do it again.
I'm here.
You have more time to, digest, especially when it comes to health and then education.
Exactly.
The backbone of every economy.
Even the economy itself.
I'm grateful for having you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam Ankara. Sam Ankara is an independent presidential candidate seeking to be the next president of our republic. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for your time. I'm fast that it be my St. Louisa local rice. Now I don't pay one more dollar, but your St. Louisa boy pa say open Ghana more anuncio na original, natural, direct from the Ghanaian farmer. I don't pay that wood here, but your ebema accommodation kopania. St. Louisa local rice and as I said with the dada Ediania will be dim. But your more pretty restaurant. More on some muton yania who doing in I don't pay on making sure some more use of St. Louisa local rice. Na modia ye mudiane. Na mema wa fache na mema na kwa oba ya che papa ebe we pie Papa Maakye
ya new speaker
na empomoti se
Nyankopon adum ho ye
odo ho asi ache o St. Louisa for what to say
St. Louisa for ho ye pa
obia ho ye wo
yes
era twedi ampo asese anope yasanso enya obiem I mean it's been a while say we by interview adwuma akosen
oh Nyankopon bibia boko adwuma egusu pa St. Louisa
Mika Jumitio
yo yeah St. Louisa Ghana for ati asamase na omati enkomo no so ase enti Nyankopon adom adwuma egusu a ekoyi pa
ade
tonso koyi pa before am say beto aso me na ma no ya na comfort abusa many kind mo bok number no 0246 49 83 04 0246 49 83 04 0277 452 742 0277 452 742 St. Louisa rice speaker na obusamia say humi ache no kre na humi ache no de tie ne say Ghana for omo ti yasamase aya na omo boayen no ebe ye distributors agents and omo etobidie no omo nkoso a ne hia nipa ne mo on say efo na ye do no enye nkwa na ye do na ya na sponsor ekrafo bi so mo so omo do bi enti no otwa ne mo no a eye fe ne party na ewure mu no a otwa na ye a ye ma omo sika na omo ye na e ba baji bi ebi ka na se sa to free ema omo enti se mo ya de bo ekrafo no na dansen na ye mo na short enu tina na ye ma no na we busa say denti na short because China from Pastor Ghana from Muntemi St. Louisa rice and kwane mo ba ko pa okudwuma esa wo hwehwe St. Louisa rice local rice aya eduan krom ha ya ekuta jasmine perfume ekuta jasmine abano St. Louisa rice aya La Paz opposite Tobacco Pharmaceuticals Kumasi affordable building St. Louisa rice the tell say China for who St. Louisa rice ye kwa anim na e koso no say almost tobidi almost St. Louisa rice no correct asat now me no kasa for the past 3 months 4 months ya me ma TV so nyina e because of na in St. Louisa rice because China for no ehun baby ya do ye phone e na omakọ akwakọ ma akuafo no sika more than sika ya de ma omo na China for adwiri emu na wafuo mu ho nyina na speaker we busam say na omo de kwaye omo ton Ghana ha no ma na eno ne awrehosem e wo ha say ye makwan mankofoi bibia omo je but ya mu we nkwa St. Louisa rice nkwa de ya ma omo nje eno ne ya ma omo nje say Ghana for boa o to na otobi ache na agent for so be ma say I don't dey no omo ntimi nya kwan biem China for ya beto mu speaker
me too
my whole video me be bro sometimes be documentary bit ma show
okay
now him say omo ton kroma say best 3-4 months ya ma short one for frame up and down St. Louisa rice mo na mo kase ni Ghana mo na kase ni I don't dey no mo ma yenya bi na mintimi kan okran nkyere customers no China for no de St. Louisa rice no ya don from honom no o ma si ekire eto e de ko China
no mo akopake
na o mo de ko China o mo ko ton wo premium hotels premium supermarkets because premium just hotels a edimu akese supermarket akese ho no mo de ko brothers and sisters pacho nuanom nyame ba mesrew St. Louisa local rice China ni hu say a local rice, local rice, rice a udia e boa pomdin ene oje free ensem. Wada roma me se obeka me ho na boa me. Na boa na nko enim e de be na do be ba de ba na say o tobi. De ba na say o tobi e de ache, o tobi de ache aso, o tobi de amajanka, whoever me say o tobi so di St. Louis local rice me so anko ba sa pa de an kwanya me nim ya hwani yi a se ne China for je ne ma no e mo de o mo je kan ho di a samato yen e na on ton so e wo krom ha ma onya bi adi o di koni krom na sa China ni se unse ni krom o China for no unu se omo export omo rice wo omo di ni krom ha na se o san tisi e Africa ha na se o hu se St. Louis local rice papa amanfo to di ye ho advert Ghana for gitum no wate ten ho baby ye dua no na wasi achi akoto ama akuafo se Ghana for so se ne wanum to atika no de se me makuani 1 cedi a China ni ko oba na 5 cedi onko na ode ama no ya China for ya beso articulators a o ma beso amu yara o mo de kwa ema ye ho kirisi ne ye de ntokwa ne ade den saa tinyame akwa ya adoma yetimi enya ya sam production ti yesremo ni nyina ya se Ghana for no so mo boa na se ye twa I don't think say China for no benya we Mr. Speaker odim say Asian embassies are okrom ha no unim say all of them omodo local rice I'm telling you make we am Ghana for hu say St. Louis local rice ye mo papa St. Louis local rice ye wa udim Mr. Wadaroma to emo no na yenkwa yanim ne dia ne say obeto obra me $1 million kra na do de enya me hwe de odo be ya ne say St. Louis local rice na ba no utobi otope ne ye kwa yanim because mam discuss kan medi but oto anadwuma ne ekoso Chinese government wo local rice farms okrom ha and almost so tiesi akuafo no mu and omoto say nyame na ye yadom and ye ne de ntokwa nya saa enka say enka the whole of this year enka ebi mabiem na ye kwa na ye ba na obi beto akọ ayi effect ni krom na ade ba ko so on sem say ye ni brand no St. Louis local rice the entire Ghana for momwa na yentimi ye local ye St. Louis local rice in wasam na American because me na metia St. Louis local rice me pa acho baby I do bia also open no be say no atop baby supermarket baby a o pese o ye agent o bit my agent police ni soldier ni teacher ni adwuma bia bia bit my agent now agent kwales they have to mu say de keke wo ye agent no I supply wa dan no and following the yetimi de car beton ma dan no abaju sika at least I know they are share kakra ho mo ye 50 bars na that no but with my agent no matter what with my 10 bars whatever but 50 bars for no mo na on ya dan no ya de cars ko go ma to ama no wa de nfa so be agent na adwuma no mu ntre be boa be me ho na adwuma na mo ntre me pacho bebre nya saa de a some predators say na esi ko na China for ne bam no hwe speaker you start here St. Louis local rice we busa me say na say ya rice bo akoso I believe say we are aware
na me baby shower because the last time I called Dwaso no foreign rice imported ones ne boy dey papa and na me baby say in terms of competition no okay momo de no ebo no edase na ede antia they say no emo na ye kraba ne bom no so boa ye den sa
yo me that's pa speaker me de say wan kasa kra uni say emo no boa yes emo na ye kraba Ghana ha foreign rice no for the past 200 years and na Ghana for ye die nyame kopon ya adom a St. Louis local rice buy say no be apebito no say ne boa ye den because of say na anim na dollar no kosora na affect
okay
but all the day no what is advantage be na wo mu say as a St. Louis local rice speaker him say foreign rice ne boy ye den no
yes
o ma to me ko high na St. Louis local rice we say price di gina no e hwa na gina
okay
yantum
mo de no muntum
debi ye buy na ye buy na no because high na edua no because ye dwen ye manfo ho because mfaso kakra be benya bia no eye because I don't the day no obitimi to bi dia eboa na foreign rice ne de we ye dan because on timi nya ho hwe ti say order the price ko higher but St. Louis local rice de yakopon adom because of you don't come hunting Ghana for boy no unim say be na your price ye sometimes for friend almost na ne boy say me cap price almost na dem de da mo ye ntuma na say there be because St. Louis local rice you come here no mienu dia ene ye nkwan ye dia no mienu enti ye boy ho kakra be benya bia na eye since ye de bi kakra beto so na nkofo de entimi to bi ni because person obi atimi di bi enti me sew say ye entimi ye anto ye die mu na ye price ngina be bi gina no a na sebesem preduasa nkrofo de omri free nkrofo ma so ba omdo musika sa ko omkrom omasa ato omde mu no menkasa e bia sebesebi obi adwuma but odie no St. Louis local rice no St. Louis rice no mesrewo wadaroma wa moa amfa mo ho ban a ye ho bekyere yen say any say the whole Ghana mo amu ni mukodwo a foreign rice no ni nyina ne boa yede but St. Louis local rice and kwa ne local rice say ukodwo me say o hwe a ne bo no ye start ye eno a ye nto so St. Louis local rice number no biem 0246 49 83 04 0246 49 83 04 0277 452 742 0277 452 742 St. Louis local rice e wo de boa with my agent no say time nim sise no agent no de onya frame am beche de obeye obi atimi agent ne be sa boa ama wonya mfaso bebrebe ye de cast nya be ba boa be ton ama but how ne say ho nto frame ya na match so de esa oye St. Louis local rice ye all pass opposite Tomiko Pharmaceuticals and Akumaso so affordable road baby am say be do no speaker
over mama na wase anopay na nyame enhia mo so ene adi a mode ye mo adwuma enim se de mo ahya ase na no ebewie awie pa enti anopay God bless you. Amen. Na mi wie nso amene o ebedi nkomo because me hu wache pa na yetimi akasa nyame nhia. Amen. Bamen kind of messages in about this one says that good morning Mr. Speaker, please I'm Maswell from Asante Mampong and I support all his ideas and I want him to announce his number. You wanted some anchor to announce his number. We say please send us his number. I want to link up with himself or independent MP around. We should support this man Ben Ediwe Friagogo Anna Ebae. Ben, thank you for a message. We say as recent graduate of petrochemical engineering, I'm excited about Mr. Ankre's policies, especially on the petroleum industry. I wish I had a way to assist him with his campaign. All the best wishes to him. Thank you for a message and pay what they about. This one says that good morning, Speaker. I'm from Pong from Setre Dumase. I support all the independent ideas and I want him to announce his telephone number. Unfortunately, he is not here to do so, but we'll bring him back again. We promise you that on that particular stretch. Now, this one says that good morning, Speaker. In fact, Mr. Godfrey Dame has done more harm than good. Why can Attorney General converse with an accused person? Sir Prince, anyway, at the Abba. Sir Prince, thank you very much for a message. Eric Kweku Buedi anyway about patriotic voices became also regards to Dr. Maakye Opoko Prempendapo. Now the NPP government gives every constituency equipment for road construction. If Ghanaians want the best for this country, then they should give the needed support to Dr. Bawumia and Dr. Napo come December 7. How can Ghana Ghana will be to see the next future. Regards to Honorable Secretary Yeboah Benjamin, you sent in that one. Very grateful and I'll pay for a message. Good morning, Speaker. Hey, so NPP are not ashamed of themselves and still have the confidence to talk. Francis, anyway, Efri Somenya, Anna Ede Ebaye in the Eastern region. Francis, thank you so much for a message. I'm Inusa. Why is this NPP man telling us, talking to us about he should not compare himself to John Dramani Mahama and the things he did. Keep away from the NDC. This is what you sent us. Thank you. Anonymous tester, Udiwe. Good morning, Mr. Speaker, and your guests. I'm following your show. The AG should swallow his pride and his political aim. If he thinks the court made a wrongful decision, then he should set his own court and decide his own cases. Thank you for a message. This one says that good morning, Speaker. I'm Daniel from Dambai in the Karachi East Municipality, DOT Regional Capital. Speaker, where is our share of the Agenda 111 Karachi East in question? The whole regional capital has no hospital and we are again sidelined, deprived, and denied of the Agenda 111. We thank the NPP government. Come December 7th is around the corner, and we will show them the red card. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and your team. Thank you too for sending to us your message and pay with text. Anna Makinkai Ediama. Good morning, Speaker. I really know that Ghanaians, Ghana Highway Authority has an offices in every district. I think they should give. They should be giving the machines to the Ghana Highway Authority and provide them with the bitumen, gravels, and the sand for every necessary road construction works and patching, especially the potholes on our highways, and not distribute the machines or equipment to the district assemblies. It's an exercise in futility, just a political agenda to win more vote. Onipa Bonsam Anna would they buy 8 you sent in that one. Thank you for a message. Good morning, Speaker. Please, decentralization of offices doesn't take anybody's job from him. It rather eases and facilitates job processes. That is the essence of them decentralizing our system. It takes away bureaucracies, nepotism, and bossism at the national level and regional levels as well. The government has done the right initiative by ensuring decentralization for this particular equipment. Thank you for a message. I ask, is it an NDC judgment or NPP judgment? The Speaker asked the NDC man, political leaders should be mindful of their public comment. Francis, Ediway, Ifri, Emnum, Anna, would they buy? Francis, thank you for a message. Good morning, Speaker. I'm Okundom Francis, watching you live from Sefi, also in the Western North region. Please tell the NPP man one developmental project that they have done so far in our region. He is just saving face. Greetings to Honorable Kofi Afo Bente, incoming MP for Sefi Yoso. Bento, that is what you say. Please let Mr. President know that most of the NSS personnel who completed last year are still being on arrears. It's been 8 months since we completed our national service to the nation, and up until now, hunger is what is beating us. They still haven't paid us our remaining arrears. They should do the needful rather than bragging to us. Thank you for a message. I'm wrapping up on this now. Sorry. So the NDC MPs must be voted against them. We must vote against them because they don't know their left from their right. Why are you telling lies on the topic of something that will help our rural communities? Thank you for a message with the Abba. I'm highly grateful. My man was here at Kiaba, PSA. Richard, what do you want? Kiaba, PSA. It's your birthday. I'll call your stop off. I'll come back. A guy. Pimpin needs to say, Mazini, Abranti, and any braces. When Jenny KJT, I know I said high. But I get here, I don't pay, Machiao, the more tripper. We celebrate you. You're a great guy. And say happy birthday to you. It's my brother. And right now I'm crying. I say, and the video I would not know why. Happy birthday to my brother and friend. And we celebrate you. The entire team on Maakye. We wish you the best of the years ahead. Say no ko when him for craboni mua na what. The ba kuna metu for when necessary you know jai. Na eboa na ko ani. And the PSA happy birthday to you. Let do say or train last year the fufu bro. And what the be baba. Mrs. Georgina Appiah, it's your birthday this morning. Happy birthday to you. I wish you the best of your new age. Yamisha, I want in anyone. I mean, we say Patricia Owusunya. very big happy birthday. Who are Calvary Methodist Church? Anope, we celebrate you. And we wish you the best of your new year. Happy birthday. God bless you. 40 after 9. I wish you had to see Mami and Nawasi. Jumedi Shasi free no numen pemo and Reverend can come or Sofu can come a buy at the food for church at the brown new sim a buy and I feel young so you ever saw baton. You remember says a join in the team no at the mid production no a bet to us. So 1 o'clock news team November with breaking news. Now if your programs are kind of at me at us so for Richard for Beba with a year a rade akasa. It is stay with our platform for all our programs. I don't do any optional. We'll be back here to wrap up for the week. Beneath Mr. Speaker, we are out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning.